Okay, now we're looking at page 23 in your traditions book at number 80, going up or down. We're going to take this in 4 measure phrases to work on the new notes that we learned on page 22. So, finger along and say the note names while Parker plays, and then back the recording up and play along with it. So let's do the first 4 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, first 4, now. Okay, keep backing that up and going over it, saying the note names and playing along. Now let's look at the last 4 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, last 4, now. All right, back that up and go through it. Say the note names and play along with those 4 measure sections. Now we're ready to go all the way through number 80. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, begin. So back that recording up and go over it until you have it completely worked out and are ready to move on to the next slide. This is number 81, Just by Accident. And let's look at the second measure here. Here we use that chromatic B natural that we learned on the other page. It's fingered like B flat, and we use the sliver key with our 3rd finger to make that B natural. So let's say and finger the second measure. We have C, chromatic B, B flat, chromatic B, and the next note is C. So let's play that. Ready? Just those 5 notes. Ready? Now. Okay, so that repeats again in the next to last and last measure as well. So let's look at the first 4 measures. Let's say and finger first. It's C, G, C, G, C, chromatic B, B flat, chromatic B, C, G, G, B flat, A, whole for 3. All right, let's play those 4 measures. 1, 2, ready, now. Back that up and go through it until you're comfortable using that chromatic B. Now let's look at the last 4 measures. Say and finger first. We have A, C, A, G, G, regular B natural with the middle finger, G, then C, chromatic B, B flat, chromatic B, and C. All right, let's play those last 4 measures. Here we go. 1, 2, last 4 now. So go through those until you have that worked out and are ready to go all the way through it. So now let's play all the way through 81. Make sure we use that chromatic B natural anytime we go back and forth between B flat and B natural. Here we go, all the way through. 1, 2, ready, begin. So keep backing that up and going through it and get real comfortable with that chromatic B. This is number 82, Sight Reading Challenge, theme from Orpheus and the Underworld. Probably the hardest part of this is the first ending. So let's look at that first. So let's say and finger the first ending. We have C, C, B natural, A, G, F, E, D. So we have to look at our key signature, which tells us that everything's natural, so that B is B natural middle finger. So let's finger along with this first ending. Ready? 1 and ready now. And let's do that one more time. Ready? Play along. Ready and go. And. All right, now let's back up and look at the measure before the first ending and do it with the first ending. So we're 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and then it goes back to the beginning. Let's play that. Ready? Now. Okay, keep going over that until you have that little 3 measure section worked out. Now let's look at the first 5 measures up to the breath mark. Finger along and count. We have 1, hold, 2, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1, 2. So let's play that together. Ready? First 4 measures. First 5 measures. 1, 2, ready, begin. Okay, keep backing that up and going over it until you have it completely worked out. So now the only thing we have left to look at is the second ending. So let's go over the second ending. Ready? Here we go. Ready and go and. So it's much better use of your time to practice this in these small sections until we have it worked out and then put it together rather than just try to play all the way through something and keep making mistakes. So this is the better way to practice. So now that we've got these sections worked out, now we're ready to go all the way through number 82. Once again, look at the key signature. Shows there's nothing in the key, so everything is natural. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, now. All right, so keep backing that up and going through it until you can play it without making any mistakes. All right, now we're looking at line 83, but we're not going to use what's written in the book. We're going to use what you'll see on the screen while we're playing this because we've already learned these upper notes, so we don't need to use the split scale. So we're going to go up the scale from the first half note to the second half note. So we will say in finger we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B natural, that's the B natural, the upper B natural that we've learned, and C. So we remember to look at the key, there's nothing in it. So that makes our B's B natural. So let's play up the scale. Ready? 1, 2, ready, now. Okay, keep backing that up and going over it. Keep going up the scale, saying it and fingering it, and then playing it until you have it memorized. Now let's look from the top note coming down to the whole note. We have C, B natural, A, G, F, E, D, C. We hold that for 4 counts. So let's play that coming down now. 1, 2, ready, now. Okay, keep backing that up and going over it, saying and fingering and playing until you have it memorized. Now let's do the full scale from the up and down. We'll get to the arpeggio in just a minute. Up and down the scale. 1, 2, here we go. backing that up and going over it until we can play up and down that scale without fumbling and from memory. Now let's look at the arpeggio. The arpeggio is just the first note, third note, and the fifth note of the scale. So let's play that arpeggio. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, arpeggio now. So back that up and go over it. And now let's look at the last three measures, the chords. These are just notes that you're playing that form a chord throughout the band. So let's just play those last three measures now. Ready? 1, 2, last three, now. Okay, now we're going to go all the way through the line. The scale, arpeggio, and chords. Check your key signature, make sure we're in the right key. Everything is natural. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, begin. So back that up and go over it until you have the scale and arpeggio memorized. Okay, this is number 84, Crescent Moon Rising. If we look at the first two measures, then the third and fourth, and then the fifth and sixth measures, they're almost the same thing. So we're just going to go over the first two measures and the last two. So let's go over the first two measures. First thing we have to look at is our key signature. In our key signature, it shows that everything is natural. So all our B's are natural here. So let's play the first two measures. Ready? 1, 2, first two, now. Okay, keep backing that up and going over it till you've got it worked out. And the next two and the next two after that are almost the same thing. Now let's look at the last two measures. Here we go. Last two. 1, 2, ready, now. Okay, now that we've worked on these little sections, now we're ready to go all the way through number 84. Here we go. Check your key signature one more time. 1, 2, ready, begin. Okay, keep backing it up and going over it until you've got it worked out completely. Okay, this is line 85, Skill Builder. This is normally a test line, so you want to spend a little extra time on this. First thing we have to look at is our key signature. Everything is natural, so all of our B's are B natural. So let's say and finger the first four measures. We have, ready, now, C, B, A, G, A, B, C, G, C, B, A, B, C. We hold that for a half note. Okay, let's play those four measures now, making sure we're playing B natural. 1 and 2 and ready, now. Okay, keep backing that up and going over it until you can play that smoothly. Now let's look at the last four measures. Let's say in finger, we have B, A, G, B, G, A, B, G, C, B, A, B, C. All right, let's play that now. Ready? Ready, and go, and. Okay, keep working those four measure sections until you can play them smoothly. Now we're ready to go all the way through. Check your key signature one more time. Everything is natural. Here we go. 1 and 2 and all the way now. And just keep backing it up and going over it until you have it worked out and are ready to take a test grade on it.